Okay, these are problems that go with substitution, and we're starting out with coins. We have 28 coins that are nickels and dimes, and we know that the value of the coins is 205. And what we're trying to do is figure out how many dimes we have. So I'm going to start by assigning variables to nickels and dimes. I'm going to say X is the number of nickels we have. And you can use N for nickels and D for dimes if you want. I just like the consistency of X and Y. Y is the number of dimes. But some people like when the letters represent what they're sort of like reflect what they're representing. Okay, so here's what I know. I know if I take all my nickels and all my dimes together, X plus Y, that's going to be 28, because that's the total number of coins I have. And then the value of those is 205. Well, I know the value of my nickels is 0.05. So if I take 0.05, 5 cents, times every nickel, that'll tell me what those are worth. And 0.10 times the number of dimes I have will tell me what they're worth. And I know the total value is 205. And the first thing we want to do is rewrite this equation so that it's in terms of one variable, because that's part of substitution, is we have to have the equation equal to one variable, and this is the one that's going to be easiest to do. So if I take X plus Y equals 28, and I subtract Y from both sides, I know that X equals 28 minus Y. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this second equation, but instead of the X, I'm going to put a big parenthesis so I can drop that expression in. I have 0.05 times whatever my X is, plus 0.10Y equals 2.05. And then I'm taking this entire expression and replacing it for the X. So this is 28 minus Y. Okay, now I'm going to distribute. 0.05 times 28 is 1.4 minus 0.05Y plus 0.10Y equals 2.05. When I combine like terms, minus 0.05 and plus 0.1 is going to be plus 0.05. So I have 1.4 plus 0.05Y equals 2.05. I'm going to subtract 1.4 from both sides. And I have 0.05Y equals, and when I subtract those, I get 0.65. Divide by 0.05. And my Y equals 13. So I know that I have 13 dimes. Often, though, I will be looking for both. I'll want to know how many nickels I have, too. And in order to do that, we're going to take this first equation and what I got from Y, and we're going to put them together to find out how many nickels we have. So X plus Y equals 28. I'm going to plug in 13 for Y. And when I subtract 13 from both sides, I know that X equals 15. So that means that I had 15 nickels and 13 dimes. Okay. And then you have like really pretty artwork when you're finished. All right, next one. Sarah and Shannon are remodeling their house. I'm going to jump down to the question first. And it says, how much did their new doors and windows cost? So that's what we're trying to find out. And if I come back up here, I see that Sarah bought 5 windows and a door. Shannon bought 1 window and a door. And then it tells us how much they each spent. So I'm going to start by assigning my variables. I'm going to say X is how much the amount per window that they spent. And Y is the amount per door that they spent. And if I go back up, I know that Sarah had 5 windows and 1 door, and she spent $3,067. And Shannon bought 1 door and a window, or 1 window and 1 door, and it costs $1,139. Okay, well, Shannon's is going to be the easiest to get by itself. So I got X plus Y, it's really X plus Y equals this equals 1139. I'm going to subtract Y from both sides. So I know that X equals 1139 minus Y. Then I'm going to take Shannon's expression or Sarah's expression, excuse me. And I need to substitute this value in for x, so I'm gonna write 5, I'm gonna put a big parentheses for my x, plus 1y equals 3,067. And I'm gonna take this entire expression and drop it in place of the x, so that's 1139 minus y. Now I'm gonna distribute my 5. 5 times 1139 is 5,695. And then I have minus 5y. Then I have this plus y equals 3,067. I'm going to combine like terms. So I have 5,695 minus 4y equals 3,067. I'm going to subtract the 5,695 from both sides. And I have negative 4y equals negative 2,690, whoops, did that wrong, 2,628. Divide by negative 4. And y equals 657. So I know that she spent, let me move this up here, $657, and y is doors per door. Right. Then we're going to figure out how much she spent per window. So I'm going to take this equation here, the x plus y equals 1139. And I'm going to substitute 657 for y. So I have x plus 657 equals 1139. Subtract 657 from both sides. And x equals 482. So I know they spent, my x's window, so it's $482 per window, which is, it's a lot of money for doors and windows, which is why adulting is not as much fun as it sounds. All right, that's all we have for these.